Yeah, like I said, man, we're gonna talk a little bit about why the Camaro didn't last. You know what I'm saying?
Fam, that's what they call me.
What it do? What it do? It's your boy Tlites. Oh yeah! Shout out to the werewolf gang. Big shout out to the light crew, my likings, man. Much love, y'all, man. I appreciate all my subscribers, man. Straight to it, man. We're gonna get straight to it, man. Today, man, before I go, man, like I said, man, I appreciate all my subscribers. Big ups to hitting that 1,000 mark, man. We made it to 1,000, man. I definitely appreciate y'all, man. Y'all know how much I appreciate y'all, man. Showing love, supporting me, man. I really appreciate that, man. I definitely appreciate that, man. The support is definitely felt right in there. You know, your heart ain't over here. It's right here. It felt right in there. You know what I'm saying? Real love, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all, man. Big shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to the light crew, man. We really doing our thing, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Today, man, we're gonna talk about why the Camaro is you see I'm getting straight to the point. I ain't wasting no time. We're gonna talk about why that Camaro is no longer, why they getting rid of it, why they tired of it, man. You know, why they gonna go ahead and end the Camaro's life. But before that we do that, we gotta give a big shout out to Carnage, rise. Let's see what's going on with Carnage. What the hell? Carnage, arise. What in the Sam Diggly Figgly? Why won't he arise? He gotta be restarted again. What it said? Remote start disabled. Start vehicle to reset. Come on, man. Come on, Dodge. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's all right. Carnage, rise. That's okay, baby. That's okay, baby. Yeah. Big shout out to Carnage, man. We're gonna go ahead and jump in that SS, man. Jump in the SS, man. I'm gonna give y'all a POV today, man. While we talking about the Camaro situation, man, we're gonna do a POV video in the SS, man. On top of that, man, I'm real disappointed, man. I gotta show y'all something, man. Definitely disappointed, man. Your boy disappointed, man. Your boy Tlites. I'm disappointed, man. Look at this. Look at this bull. Look at this bull. Look at this bull crazy. We got a flat on the Magnum. The Magalini got a flat. I don't know what happened. It's not holding air, so I got to get this towed to the shop. On top of that, we got that little situation going on right there. So I don't know what I hit or whatever, but the Magnum about to be out of commission for a little while again. Telltale story. And look, the rust is getting worse, man. Definitely, I'm just gonna drop the Magnum off in the shop, man, and get it over with, man. I ain't even gonna play no games with it, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna take it on to the shop and let them go ahead and fix it, man. Shout out to my neighbor with the nice truck, though, you know what I'm saying? Big boy MOPAR. But you just gonna go ahead and take the Magnum and get it fixed, man. Everything fixed. Go ahead and break down and pay for this shit. And then on top of that, the Super Sport got a goddamn nail in the tire. So now I gotta go get that plugged, man. Come on, man. I can't win for lose sometimes, man. But I'm blessed, so I ain't gonna stress. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed, so I ain't gonna stress. But yeah, man. The bang the Mustang. But yeah, we're gonna do a POV in the Mustang. That's not the Mustang, in the Super Sport. We're gonna get right to that. We're gonna let Carnage warm up. And when he done warming up, I'm gonna join y'all in the SS. You know what I'm saying? Let y'all get another look at the greatness of Carnage. Can't really see him because of sunshine. Look at the sun shining on him. That's when you know you blessed, baby. You know you blessed. But with that, man, I'ma holler at y'all in a second, man. I'ma holler at y'all when I get in the whip. And we're gonna talk about this Camaro situation. You know what I'm saying? Holler at y'all in a second. Bop. Yeah, like I said, man, we're gonna talk a little bit about why the Camaro didn't last. You know what I'm saying? Basically, in my eyes, the Camaro didn't last First off, it didn't last because the sales wasn't that great, you know. Ain't nobody gonna keep investing no money into a car that's not competing with the other muscle cars, two-door muscle cars, which is the Challenger and the Mustang. And you know, Chevy, they really usually, man, that bump was crazy. They usually beef with Ford. You know, they don't really, they never really beef with Dodge like that. They did, but they don't. They usually beefing with Mustang. And by them not being in the second or first place, that kind of put, you know, the Chevy ownership in a predicament. You know what I mean? I mean, you got to look at it like that. You know, when the Camaro came back out in, like, I think it was like 2010 when that Bumblebee, Transformers came out. It was the best thing smoking, performance wise, everything. It was the top, man. That Camaro made everybody had to step their game up. That made Ford have to step their game completely up. Ford had to completely step their game up. They couldn't keep coming with that malarkey. And you know, the Charger and the Challenger was out, but you know what I'm saying, it wasn't like, it was out, but the performance wise, you know, SRT8, they was doing their thing. It was, you know what I'm saying, Mustang versus SRT8, you know what I'm saying, they was going at it neck and neck, you know, it was doing their thing, going neck and neck. That's kind of pretty much similar, you know, performance wise. But when that Camaro came out, whole nother level. It just was a whole nother level. It was the best looking car. You know what I'm saying? It was futuristic. It didn't really look like a muscle car no more. It was looking more like a sports car, to be always honest. And you know, they took over. They was top dog for a little while. And then, you know, new gen Mustang caught back up with them like they always do. You know, Mustang, but usually that Camaro and Mustang was going neck and neck, man. And then Mustang came back and took over. And then, you know, Dodge just came out of nowhere with the 392. Boom, they came with the 392, and then they came with those goddamn Hellcats. You know, the ZL1 was cool, but it wasn't competing with no damn Hellcat. And that Mustang 350, they definitely weren't competing with the Mustang 350 or the Hellcat. They just couldn't compete with those cars. So that kind of put a dent in everything for them, you know. And from my point of view, that put a dent in everything, because they, you know, shit. I'm sorry about the cuss, and I apologize for that. And you got to look at it, man. Those damn Camaros was not cheap, man. They was not making them affordable for the regular guy, the middle class guy. He could afford it, but he couldn't. It really wasn't accessible like that. You know, you can go get a Mustang, affordable, not super affordable, but affordable. You can get a Challenger or a Charger. Definitely, they was affordable. Come on, a Hellcat. Go get a brand new Hellcat, $60,000 goddamn dollars, $50,000, $60,000, or a good used one for $40-some thousand. You can't get no ZL1 for no damn. They wasn't giving out ZL1s for that cheap of a price. Hell, they was charging you for an SS $50-some thousand goddamn dollars, damn near. So that hurt them too. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't price friendly, and on top of that, even though, you know, a two-door coupe is not necessarily made for a family, but come on, man, you can't fit nobody in the back seats of those Camaros. Nobody can fit in those seats comfortable. Hell, and you know it's something wrong when you can fit it better in the back of a Mustang, in the back seats of a Mustang, better than you can in a Camaro. And you know, Challengers, they just got the best, they got the best seatage anyway. Yeah, they got the best seats anyway. Yeah, the Challenger, for two-door coupes, they got the best seats anyway. So, of course, they was gonna be winning in that comfortability. So for one, you got one strike against you, you cost too much. Another strike against you, God damn it, you're not as comfortable as the other cars. So it's just so many strikes against them, and that puts them to the third. Then you came out with the newer version of the ZL1, which is cool, but come on, man, I can get a Hellcat, and it just was Dodge. Just, you know, they with the Hellcat, they just don't care. Straight line speed, they don't care about all that other stuff, riding around the track and all that. So you can't compete. Then Mustang had the 350. That was an ultimate track car right there. And so your ZL1 was kind of pushed back, pushed you right to third place. I mean, so your sales is hurting. You ain't the best looking car because you messed up in those 2018 Camaros. Them motherfuckers was not that hot. So you done messed up on your design. you're not the top, and you're too expensive. So that hurt them. That I believe that hurt the Camaro a lot. But what really hurt the Camaro, let's be honest, guys. What's hurt the Camaro now? It's the Corvette. I mean, let's be honest. It's the Corvette. Why would you get a Camaro when you can get a Corvette that has the same performance? I mean, it doesn't make any sense. You basically fighting against yourself. You got a Corvette and a Camaro. They're fighting against each other basically for the same type of person. Like you gonna say, well, what about Dodge, the Challenger and the Charger? Those are two different cars, man. One is a family man's car, one is not a family man's car. They just got same horsepower, but they're not the same car. That's not the same car. They're not fighting for the same type of people. They're fighting for a different type of people. A sedan and a coupe, two different type of cars. A Camaro is a coupe, two-door coupe. What is a Corvette? Two-door coupe. So now you're fighting against yourself. And you know what they did, and they just came out with that new Corvette. Come on, man. Nobody even thinking about Camaros. And now all Chevy doing is focusing on those Corvettes. And also, on top of that, they going the electric route. So, man, the Corvette is just doomed. It's just doomed. They shot themselves in the foot. And to be honest, man, the Camaro is a great car, man. I never owned one per se, but I had a couple of buddies that owned them, and man, they perform great. You know what I'm saying? They look good. Now they look good, but the 2018 version, we ain't gonna talk about that. But yeah, they look good. They perform great. Come on, man. It's like you can't really complain. It's just they cost too much. They're not comfortable for passengers. Which even if you're in a coupe, you ain't really supposed to have no more than 2 people in there. But still, you may have to have 4 people, and you ain't comfortable in there. So Chevy messed up on that. And then you got the Corvette. Why would you do that to yourself? You know what I'm saying? Why would you do that to yourself? You basically shot you. Why would I get a ZL1 when I can get the new Corvette? Of course they're not gonna buy the ZL1. They can get the Corvette. So, and you know Chevy guys, it's always the same thing with the Chevy guys. When you in the Camaro, you know what they say? Why don't you just get a Corvette? Why don't you just get a Corvette? So yeah, lose-lose situation, man. Lose-lose situation. However you look at it, it's a lose-lose situation. And that's basically, in my eyes, that's how it went down, man. They shot themselves in the foot. It was a good car. The car is a great car. I'm never gonna say the damn Camaro ain't a great car, because it is a great car. Wonderful car. If you ask me, it's not price friendly. It's not the best looking car on the market. Hell yeah, you can't compete with a Hellcat. I mean, all that horsepower, they just dumping more and more horsepower in their cars. And you trying to make a track friendly car, and they ain't even caring about that. And then Mustang, they done made the ultimate track car with the GT500 Cobra. So I mean, even though the ZL1 I think the ZL1 can perform just as good as the Cobra myself, but I mean, how you gonna win when you shooting yourself in the foot like that? That's how I look at it. I think they could have did a much better job if they would have just, hold on. If they would have just, damn, clutchy ducksy. I think that they could have did a better job of marketing, going after the younger guys. You know, they could have, in those ZL1s, let's be honest with each other, guys. Let's be honest, and gals. Let's be honest. They could have put more horsepower in those cars. Those SS's, they could have put more horsepower in there. Come on, man, 455 in there. You can't give it a little. They could have easily got 480, 490 horsepower out of that car. Come on. Even Mustang giving you 460, Scat Pack giving you 485. You couldn't give me 480, 470? Come on, and you know that they could have did that. Come on. Then you got the ZL1. What's that? 600 something horsepower. How you gonna compete with a Hellcat? 717? What was it? 707 at first, 717 now, and you giving me 600 horsepower? Why would I give you my money, the same amount of money, when I get a Hellcat? Be it may, it can't perform on a track like your car can, but a straight line, it can perform, do marvelous things. So Yeah, I mean, they shot themselves in the foot being stingy with the horsepower, not looking as good as they could, not really putting money in the car like they should have, not pushing it out there, not making it, you know, they wasn't even pushing the car like that. Tell me, it was the last time you seen a Camaro commercial? Come on. When's the last time you seen a Camaro commercial? You can't even tell me the last time you saw a Camaro commercial. So they ain't been pushing the car right. They basically gave up on the car. They just gave up on the car. Because, in my point of view, they already knew they was gonna come out with that Corvette, and they was tired of fighting with themselves over, you know, why we fighting with ourselves? We hurting ourselves with the Corvette because we got the Camaro. We hurting our Camaro sales because we got the Corvette. So they like, man, let's just get rid of it, because we in third place anyway with the little muscle cars. Anyway, we in third place. We losing money. So they basically, in my point of view, man, they shot themselves in the foot. They could have been the top dogs. I mean, why would you not give your car more horsepower? I do not understand. 455? You couldn't have gave them 460? Huh? What? You couldn't squeeze 5 more horsepower out of that SS? And then you want me to get an LT? What's that? A LE? Or whatever that is? Come on, man. Come on now. The same horsepower? Oh, but you gave me dynamic suspension? Get up out of here, man. Or magnetic, whatever you want to call it. Whatever they want to fancy name when they want to call it. Some extra suspension. Come on, it's the same. That's the same SS. You just gave it some suspension, better shocks. So they shot themselves in the foot. If you want my point of view, you may not agree with what I'm saying, but this is my opinion. Why it will be no longer be 3 muscle cars going against each other now. It's only going to be 2, because Camaro, they killed themselves off. You killed yourselves off by not making yourself price friendly, not making yourself as comfortable. You fucked up on a design. The 2018 models, you kind of messed up a little bit. You really lost customers on that. And then on top of that, you're being stingy with the horsepower. You're being stingy with the horsepower. Come on now. You could have gave that SS, let's be honest, you could have gave 500 horsepower. Hell, the Scat Pack could have 500 horsepower, and the Mustang can have 500 horsepower. Come on, if you losing in a muscle car, if you third place, it's one thing you can do to get yourself back up to at least second place. What's that? More horsepower. Get a car a little more horsepower than the other guys. If you knew the Scat Pack had 485, you should have gave yourself 500. You would have been a top dog for a little bit. Just for a little bit, because you know they would have came back and gave their car a little more horsepower. But come on, that's how you do it. If you want somebody, if you're trying to compete for the consumer, you got to make it, you got to do what you got to do. You got to make this shit accessible. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my point of view, man. You let me know in the comments if you agree with what I'm saying. If not, hey, you got your opinion, I got my opinion. But you and I both know Camaro killed itself. It wasn't Mustang that killed Camaro. It wasn't the Challenger that killed the Camaro. Camaro killed itself. Chevy killed their own car. They did it because they didn't pay attention to what the consumer wanted, the customer wanted. That's why they are getting rid of the Camaro. It's not making any money for them, all because they shot themselves in the foot by focusing on that damn Corvette when you should have focused on the car that everybody wanted, which was the Camaro. And with that being said, man, hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope you find it interesting and entertaining. I appreciate you joining me. Shout out to the Werewolf Gang. Big shout out to the Like crew. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you tell a friend about me. Go browse my content. Well over 100 videos. Man, I'm trying to give it to y'all. And again, I appreciate all the people. I'm at 100. I mean, I said 100K. I'm at 1,000, 1K. I finally got to 1,000 subscribers. I appreciate everybody showing me love, man. Many more fireball videos coming, man. Many more coming. Like I said, I appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, man, I'm giving away 4 gift cards to of my subscribers. Each one of the gift cards gonna be $25. I know it's not much, man, but I'm trying to get, you know, I can only give what I can give, man. Like I said, I appreciate y'all, man. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Leave with a little bit of positivity. Stay away from negative Ned and negative Nancy. Always be positive. Keep your head up. Don't be walking with your head down. Chase your dreams, catch your dreams.
Believe in yourself. Be your #1 fan. Believe in yourself like you believe in life. Just like you breathe air, you gotta believe in yourself like that. And with that being said, it's your boy Tlites. Shout out to the werewolf gang. Big shout out to the light crew, and I'm out this piece. Jittig.
And that's what they call me. Promise that you never be lonely. Be the fan, that's what they call me.